If naka-remember pa mo, so we have, this is r theta. Okay, so 3 here represents the r, and then pi over 6, it is in radian, so it represents the theta. So unsaon man ni siya pag plot. Okay, so we're given a polar, no? So unsaon man siya class. So first, anhita sa radius. So if we have 3 here, meaning ana, ang radius is 3. So naa siya diri, no? Kani nga radius. So kaning mga circle class, so ang kaning 1, nag-represent ni siya nga ang radius is 1, and here the radius is 2, the radius is 3, and then the radius is 4. Okay? Okay, so now we can locate the radius, which is 3, and then pangitaon ni nato, no, asa ni nga angle ang pi over 6. So ang pi over 6, sumaon ni siya here. So since naaman ta sa radius 3, so kani nga point plus kay na siya dire. Okay, so this is 3 pi over 6. Okay, for the second example, we have 2. So this is with the radius 2, and then the angle is 2 pi over 3. So here, muna siya ang 2 pi over 3. No? Okay, so meaning, ang kani nga point nga 2 pi over 3, kay naan siya dito. Sa this one. Question so far?
Wala, miss.
Okay. Sige. For number 3, okay, so naa siya'y negative, no? So, correction dito sa last sem, ang meaning aning negative is just the direction. So, the radius is still, it should be positive. Okay, so first, ang buhaton ani class, if naay radius nga negative, so ang una natong i-check is ang positive niya. So, we have 1, 5 pi over 6. So, asa man yung 1 over 1, 5 pi over 6. So, ang 5 pi over 6, it's here. Okay? So, mauni ang 0.15 pi over 6. But, ang atong gipangita class is negative 1, 5 pi over 6. So, unsaon man ni nato pag-locate? Actually, class, ang pag-locate ani is just the opposite. So, ang kaning negative 1, 5 pi over 6, nani siya din. Okay? Remember ha, mura siya gi-mirror. So, kung naa diri ang 1, 5 pi over 6, ang negative 1, 5 pi over 6 is dire. Okay? So, another, we have negative 2, negative pi over 4. So, first, atong i-locate ang 2, negative pi over 4. Okay? So, we have a negative angle. So, ang meaning ng negative angle is just the direction. If it is positive, so we have a counterclockwise direction, while if it is a negative, so we have a clockwise direction. So, since, di ba mauni ang pi over 4, na since negative man ni, so balita. So, naa siya diri sa 7 pi over 4. So, 7 pi over 4, the same man siya sa negative pi over 4. Okay, so we can locate the 2 negative pi over 4. So, we have this, the radius 2. and then negative pi over 4. So here. Okay. So we have here, so ang atong gipangita diri is negative man. So ang opposite niya, so diri. Ako lang siyang i-change ang color. So we have here. Okay, so this is number 4. Ang 1, this is 1. Ang pi over 6, 2 pi over 3. Ay, 2 pi over 3. This is here. This is number 2. Number 3, negative 1, 5 pi over 6. So, this is number 3. And then the number 4, we have here 2. Okay, so ing anaon siya paglocate class ha. So kung positive, wala dyan problem. So if we have a radius of a negative, so ang himuon ana class, i-locate siya ninyo ang positive na radius. So ang opposite ana, naadira na nakabutang ang point. Okay? Question? Class? Next question? Okay.
Wala lang, miss.
Okay. Sige. So now, nag-locate na tag point. Now, we will sketch a graph of the equation. If we're given an angle is equal to C, where C here is a constant, so unsaon man siya pag-graph. So we have line containing pole. So ang pole class, ang meaning ana mo na ang point 0, 0 kung naa ka sa rectangular. Okay? So, kani diri, mao ni ang home. So, making an angle of radian, measure C with polar axis. So, unsaon man siya pag-graph, no? So, if we have a theta which is equal to pi over 4, so balik ta sa last ha. So, we have theta which is equal to theta is equals to pi over 4. So, i-locate ra ni nato class ang pi over 4. Di ba mao ni ang pi over 4? And then, we will create a line. So, sa tarungon class. Pi over 4. Okay? Basta ha, i-assume na ninyo nga line na siya. So, ingana siya pag-graph ang pi over 4. If we are given theta is equal to C. Ang C is like this. So, in terms of radian. Another, we have 2 pi over 3. So, the angle, we have 2 pi over 3. So, asa man yung 2 pi over 3. So, ato rin siya i-locate and then we will form a line. Okay, so please take note ha, ma-appeal siya ang kaning opposite niya. Dili lang from polar to 2 pi over 3. Appeal ni siyang from polar to 5 pi over 3. So, opposite niya. So, this is the angle 2 pi over 3. Okay? Question? Okay, so please kog screenshot. Okay, done.
Done, miss.
Okay. So what if we're given in the form of r sine theta equals a constant b or r cosine theta equals a constant a. So unsa man iyahang graph. So ang graph ani class is a line. Okay? So for r sine theta equals b, so mauni siya example no. Kaning naa sa ubos, so r sine theta equals 2, and then we have r sine theta is negative 2. So we have r sine theta is equal to a constant. So example is ano lang, a constant b. Okay? So ang graph niya class kay parallel to polar axis. So kaning polar axis, so kung we have here, ang polar axis class kay kani. So kung naa ka sa rectangular, mauna ang x-axis. Okay? So if the equation is r sine theta, so ang graph niya class is parallel to polar axis. Okay? So it's either naa siya diri or naa siya sa ubos. So unsaon man pag-determine if naa siya sa above the polar axis or below the polar axis. So, ang i-check ra class is the B. Okay? If B is greater than 0, meaning the line is above the polar axis. So, for example, we have r sine theta is equal to 2. So, naa siya sa ibabaw. Pero asa na to ma-pinpoint kung asa gid ang graph. So, ang basis class is the B. Okay? So, kung r sine theta is equals to 2, so ang graph niya class na siya sa 1, 2. So, na mo intersect siya sa 0, 2. Okay? So, mo intersect siya sa 0, 2. So, mauni iyahang graph. So, it is a horizontal line which is parallel to the polar axis. Okay, so remember, di ba sa ato ang formula, r sine theta, this is y is equal to b with respect to the rectangular. So, kung ato ni siyang i-convert ang polar to rectangular, so ang conversion niya is y is equal to b. In which, ang y is equal to b, this is horizontal, parallel to the x-axis with respect to the rectangular line. Okay? So, if b is less than 0, so we have naa siya sa below the polar axis in which mo intersect siya diri class sa 0, negative 2 if the example is r sine theta is negative 2. Okay? So, if the formula is r cosine theta is equal to a, so balisag siya class. Diba kung ang sine is horizontal, ang r cosine kay vertical. Okay? So, parallel siya sa pi over 2 axis. So, mauni ang pi over 2 axis. Kani. Wala i-delete ha. So, in which, so kung naa ka sa rectangular class, mura ni siya og ang pi over 2 axis, mura ni siya og y-axis. Okay? So, if A is greater than 0, so naa siya sa right. So, in which mauni siya, no? And then, mo-intersect siya sa 2, 0. Okay? Kaya ang ato ang example, r cosine theta is equal to 2. So, if A is less than 0, naa siya sa left. Okay? And then, mo-intersect siya at negative 2, 0. Okay? Question? Okay, practice ko no, be? So, we have r cosine theta is equal to negative 3. Okay? So, I think kaya ra ang 1 minute. So, ang inyong result ha kay isend sa tong group chat. Okay, so start now. So, sketch the graph of r cosine theta is equal to negative 3. Okay, done class? Okay, so ito r cosine theta is negative 3. Archie, please open your mic. So, kani mo hang line, no? Kani akong pinpoint sa cursor. Hello? Archie?
Hello? Oh,
Yes. Kanino?
ay, negative 3. Habi na ako positive 3, ma'am.
Oh, it's negative 3. Okay, so when we create a graph ha, especially sa exam, kay butangin lang ninyo og kani ang polar axis. Kani kay pi over 2. Ha? Kay para ma-determine na to kay para di ta ibog and then butangan jud og number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ang mga coordinates. Kay motoy nahitabo sa ato ang final exam. So ako na lang i-consider kay wala man sa ko nag-instruct. Nga butangan jud natong number kay naiuban nga. So man ni ay 5 jud ni 2 ba ni. So ako ni nag-determine pa kung unsa gid iyahang coordinate. Okay? Kay
Okay, ma'am.
more on graphing ba yan ni ang calculus 3. Kay di ta ka-solve sa double integration o triple integration if di ta kahibaw mo graph. Okay. So, for Abigail, okay, it's correct. Oy. For oy, butangi ha, o kaning gagmay nga line para ma-determine siya. And then, for meme, it's also correct. Okay? So, another type, so we have R equals C. So, ang graph ani class, if we have R equals C, it's a circle. And then, ang radius niya is ang C. Okay? So, if we have R equals 1, so meaning, we form a circle with radius 1. Okay? So, ang violet, mauni ang R is equals to 1. So, iko ang halay. So, R is 1. And then, ang blue, this is when R is 2. Okay? And then, in red, when R is 3. Black, when R is 4. And then green, when R is 5. So, simple ra kaayo ang kani nga equation. So, dito ra class, when R is 1, so we have to form a circle with radius 1, which is the unit circle. When R is 2, so we form a circle of radius 2. And then, when R is 3, we form a circle of radius 3 and so on. Okay, so dili na ko mapa-example ano kayo. Klaro na kayo. Okay, next. So, if we have an equation, R is equals to 2A cosine theta, or R is equals to 2B sine theta, so this is of the form of a circle. Okay, so circle gihapon ni siya class. So, first, anhita sa cosine. Okay, so we have R equals 2A cosine theta. So, kaning 2A class, diri, nag-represent na siya sa diameter of a circle from the pole. Okay, so diri, here, I'll start diri no. So, distance na siya. So, we have 8. So, mag-count ta class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, kung positive siya, so, ang iyahang circle is naa siya sa right. Okay? So, if negative, so naa siya sa left. Okay? Question? So, ang symmetry niya, class, kay naa siya sa polar axis. Ang symmetry kung naa ka sa cosine. Okay? For sine, so the same lagi hapon siya class. Ang kaning 2b kay mauna siya ang diameter from the pole to the here. So mauna siya diameter of the circle. So we have a sine theta. So if it is positive na sine, so naa siya sa mo intersect siya sa pi over 2 nga axis. So we have here, this is the polar axis. Kani, this is pi over 2. So, ang iyahang symmetry class kay naa sa pi over 2. Okay? And then, if it is a negative, so, ang diameter niya is 8, and then, ang graph niya kay naa siya sa, ubos, no? So, we have a negative pi over 2. Okay? Sige. Practice ko, no? So, we have r is equal to 4 sine theta. Okay, na please ko send sa atong group chat ha. Okay, so nanay nag-send. So, sa ganun, it's r 4 sine theta. Okay, so the answer of OY is correct. How about others? For men, correct. Okay, so for Archie, kay correct. So another technique sa Dianic class. Ay, for example, we have R equals 8 cosine theta. No? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, so 1, 2. Okay? So atong kuhaon ang radius, di ba? Ang radius is, kuha naman siya. Divide 2 naman siya. So we have, if we have a 4 sine theta, so ang radius ani is 2. So naa siya dire. So we have 2. So here, and this one. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 para mo perfect sa gamay atong circle, no? Bisag dili ko siya perfect. Okay? Basta ma-pinpoint lang na itong upat. Kani. Ay, 4 sine theta. Wrong na siya. Wala siya sa ibabaw, no? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this is diameter. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. So, here, the radius 2. So, kani nga mga points. So, we have this. So, we form a circle and then the circle is in the symmetric to the pi over 2 axis and then tangent to the polar axis. So, if we form a tangent line, so muna yung tangent. Kani. Okay, question? Class? Wala? Okay. Now, we have the special type of the polar equation. So, we have a lemmakon. So, naano siya upat ka figure, no? So, we have a lemmakon with a loop, cardioid. Cardioid here, lemason din siya pagbasa class. Cardioid, mura ni siya heart. Okay? So, convex lemmakon, kay mura siya na siya straight dire. Here, ani. So, mura siya circle, but di siya circle, tungod dire. No? Mura siya naa siya straight here. Mura siya gingana. Okay? And then, limason with a dent. So, mura siya na ay dimples. Okay? So, unsaon man nato pag-determine kung unsa siya nga type of limason. Okay? So, we have of the form A plus minus, B cosine theta or A plus minus B sine theta. Okay, so ang i-check na to ani class is ang A and B. So we have here A over B. So like example, we have the 1 plus 2 cosine theta. So this is our A here is 1 and then our B is 2. So we have a 1/2. Okay? So ato na siyang i-check class kung asa siya na butang nga restriction. Okay? Kung if we have a limason with a loop, so ang loop ani class na asa lam kami. Okay? So dapat ang A over B is between 0 to 1. Pero why labot ang 0 o 1? Okay? So we will form a limason with a loop. Next, if A over B is equal to 1, so we have a graph of a cardioid or this is a heart-shaped na polar. Okay? So if A over B is greater than or equal to 0, so we have a convex lemmason. If A over B is between 1 and 2, but walay labot ang 1 and 2, so we have a lemmason with a dent. So another term ani class kay dimples lemmason. So mura siya na dimples ang. Okay? Sige, practice daw ta class. So if we have 1 minus 2, this is R is equals to 1 minus 2 cosine theta. Okay, unsa may graph niya class? If we have R is equals to 1 minus 2 cosine theta. Unsa may graph? Any volunteer? Class? Hello? Why mo answer? Sige. Okay, ako'y manawag. Okay, Kabalida. Hello? Kabalida.
Hello, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if we have an equation R equals 1 minus 2 cosine theta. Okay, so unsa may iyang graph?
Ano siya, ma'am? 1 minus 2 cosine. Limason with a loop. Ma'am?
Okay, it's a lemmason with a loop.
With a loop.
Okay? So we have 1. So A here is 1 and then the B is 2, so 1/2. So 1/2 is between 0 to 1. Okay, very good. So next, we have 2. Okay, volunteer. If we have R is equals to 2 plus sine theta. Tuloy mo volunteer? Sige, ako na lang. Trixie. Tubin Trixie. Hello? Trixie? Asa namin si Trixie?
Convex limakon, miss.
Okay, so it's E. So 2 over 1. So we have 2. Okay, very good. It's a convex limason. Sige, another. We have R is equal to 3 minus 2 cosine theta. Okay, so manawag na lang ko no. Di na ko mo ask og volunteer. Kaya murag wa dyan mo volunteer. Sige, we have Danica Gale.
Pwede makita itong kwan.
Sige. R is 3 minus 2 cosine theta.
Limason with the dent, miss.
Okay, it's Limason with E then. So, very good. Sige, last. We have R is 4 plus 4. Okay, last we have R equals 4 plus 4 sine theta. Sige. Salva. Salva. Katrina. Hello. Salva. Sige, move na lang ta. Okay, Kay Abigail.
Cardioid, miss.
Okay, very good. It's E, cardio. Okay, so kabaw na ta mo determine class no kung unsa siya nga types of limason. Now, saan mo siya pag-graph? Okay? Okay, here. So first, we have the limason with a loop. So we have like example, we have here R is 1 plus cosine, 1 plus 2 cosine theta. Okay, so i-check man natin na. So we have 1/2. So we have a limason with a loop. So unsaon man ni nato pag-graph. So this is of the form A plus B cosine theta. Okay, so ang pag-graph anak class, if it is a cosine, so it is, ang symmetry ana naa siya sa polar axis. Okay? So, if ang B is positive, so naa siya sa right. So, here, dire nga side. If ang B is negative, so naa siya sa left. If ang here is sign, and then positive ang B, so naa siya sa dire nga side. Okay, in which it is symmetric to pi over 2. Okay, so if B is negative and then we have a sign, so naa siya sa obos, so it is symmetric to negative pi over 2. Okay, so unsaon man ni siya pag-determine no sa loop kani nga mga points here kaniyahang mga sa may term, nakalimot na sa term. Okay, so here ang pagkuha ani diri nga loop class is B minus A. So we have 2 minus 1. So if malihimot ta graph here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay? So, ang pag-point ani, we have B minus A. So, 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So naa siya dire. Okay, so since this is positive man, so we assume nga naa siya diri nga dapit, no, in which it is symmetric to the polar axis. Next, kani siya equal na daw ni siya sa A. So since A na to is 1, so kuan na tag distance from here to this one, so we have 1. So na siya diri. And then ang sa ubosad kay 1. So move ra tag 1 unit. So if A is 2 class, so kani siya 2 sa ni diri. Okay? And then kanihang edge diri kay i-add ra ni nato. So we have 1 plus 2, so we have 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then we can form the loop, so the inside loop. And then here and so like this. Okay? Sabtan na class? Okay, so naani siya detail diri. So we have R equals A plus B cosine theta, A minus B cosine theta. So if for cosine, we have symmetry with respect to the polar axis. So if it is positive ang B, so it is point to the right. So nasya sa right side. And then if it is negative, so nasya sa left side. If the equation R equals A plus B sine theta, so here it is symmetric to the pi over 2 axis. And then since B is positive here, so it points upward. And then if it is negative, so it points downward. Okay, so mauni yung graph class. If it is a positive, now we have a cosine, so positive B, so mauni yung graph. If it is a negative B, so symmetric to the polar axis to the left. And then here, for sine theta, and a positive B, so it is symmetric to the pi over 2 upward, no? And then here, it's downward if it is a negative B. Okay, so another example. So we have R is equals to 2 minus 3 sine theta. Okay? So, since this is sine theta na ang B is negative, so we assume nga naa diri dapit ang graph. So, it is symmetric to pi over 2 axis. And then, it points downward. Okay, so we have 2. So, ang pag kuha na to sa inner loop, no? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Then, we have negative 1, negative 2. So, this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So first, with the inner loop, so we will subtract. So we have 3 minus 2, so we have 1. So the distance from the pole is 1. So this is the inner loop. So pwede na tayo mag-graph. Ano anak? Okay? And then, ang katong iyahang pinakatumoy, so the edge, so i-add rin nato, we have 2 plus 3, which is 5. So, na siya dire. And then, since our A is 2, so we have 1, 2. and then 1, 2. So from the right and from the left, and then we can form the limason with a loop. Ay, shucks. Okay, like this. So kung mag-graph ta, kung i-search gid ha kay para makita gyud mo sa illustration. Polar. So R is 2 minus 3 sine. Okay, so this is the graph in which this is our A here. So from left to right, and then so our loop. This is 3 minus 2. Ay, okay. Correct, Raday. This is 1 man din. So our loop is 0, negative 1. And then, ang pinaka-edge niya here is 2 plus 3. So we have a 0, negative 5. Okay, so another. So what if we have R is 2 minus 5 cosine theta. Okay, so we have this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, negative 2, negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 6. This is negative 2 and positive 2. Okay, so since this is cosine, so this is symmetric to the polar axis. And then we have a negative b, so the graph is from the left here. So we have the inner loop. So this is 5 minus 2, so we have a 3. So nasya diri ang inner loop. So we can form a graph. And then, so ang edge niya is 2 plus 5, so we have 7. So nasya diri here. And then since A is 2, so this one. Okay, so the graph is this. This one. So kung ato siyang i-graph anhi, para ma-illustrate yun, we have cosine. So this is the graph. So this is a limason with a loop. Okay, question? Okay, practice. So we have R is equal to 3 plus 4 cosine theta. Okay, if you're done, kana, please ko send sa to ang group chat. Okay, so this is the graph. So ato ni siyang ibutang sa kuan ha kay para makita gid ninyo no kung unsa gyud iyang correct kay di kay ta maayo mo graph there dapita. Okay, so mao ni iyahang graph class. Okay? Sige. So, practice. So, same idea ra gini siya sa class ha, with a loop. Uh, 3 minus 3 10 to our group chat. Sabi. Okay, so nanay naka. Oh, so I check out. 3 minus 3. Okay, for Danica, correct. Abigail, correct. Uy, correct. Ma'am, correct. So, very good. Okay, so move na ta ha. time. Okay, so ang limason with a dent, so mara siya na dimple. So ang B minus A niya class kay naa siya dire. Okay? So here, and then same idea ra gyud nga we have A plus B, and then this is the A. Okay? Unsa ganitong limason with a dent? A is between, so balikon ha. So A is between, A over B is between 1 and 2. Okay? So ito rin siya iso. So A over B is between 1 and then 2. So we have here, so for example, so we have R is equal to 3 minus 2 cosine theta. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a negative 2, negative 4, 1, 2, negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 2 and then 4. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2, 4. Okay, so to say, so what have we have limason with a dent or a dimple limason. Okay, so we have B minus A. So since we have a cosine, so it is symmetric to the polar axis. And then our B here is negative, so naa siya dire nga side, no? So we have 2 minus 3, so we have a 1. So naa siya dire. Okay, and then, so we have A plus B, so 3 plus 2, so we have 5. So it's here. Then ang A, so it's 3, negative 3. So saon man siya pa. So mura gyud po siya hard, pero wala siya sa whole. So ano siya? Sure. This one. Okay, so this is the graph. So atong so we have 3 minus 2 cosine theta. Okay, so this is the graph. So we're siyag, may ani. We're siyag apple. Okay, question? Okay, so practice. So we have R is 4 minus 3 sine theta. Okay, please send to our group chat. Okay, so murag nanay naka-graph na. So we have 4 minus 3 sine theta. This is symmetric to the pi over 2 axis. And then it is downward. Okay. So we have here 4 minus 3. Then this is 7. Okay, so for Abigail, it's correct. For Oy, it's correct. So for Chris, it's correct. Janine, correct. Mem, correct. Danica, correct. Okay, hopefully ha, ma-perfect ang quiz. Sige, next. We have the convex limacon. Okay, so here, we have so mura siya circle no, pero di siya circle. So mura siya diri class kay straight. Okay, so we have B minus A. And then, so here it's A plus B. And then here we have D, A. So unsa ganito ang sa convex limason? A over B is greater than or equal to 2. So we have convex limason. Okay, so A over B is greater than or equal to 2. So if we have R is equal to 4 plus 2 sine theta. Okay, so we have one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this is 2, and then 4. Then 1, 2. So this is negative 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have negative 2, negative 4. Okay, so we have 4 minus 2. So this is 2. So since this is sine, so this is symmetric to the pi over 2 axis. So naa siya diri and it's upward kay we have a positive B. So we have 2 minus 4, so we have 2. And then our A here is 4. Okay. And then we have 4 plus 2, so we have 6. So, ito siya straight. And then we form a circle. Okay. So, ato siyang i-kuan sa Ismos okay, para makita na to ang actual niyang graph. 4 plus 2. Okay, so this is the graph. Question? Class? Sige. Practice. So we have R is equal to 6 plus 2 cosine theta. Okay? So if you're done, please send it to our group chat. Okay, so wag na na yung nakasend. Six plus two, so 4. 4. Okay, for ma'am, it's correct. O is correct. So for Janine, it's correct. Danica is correct. And then quiz is correct. Sige, ma-practice ko no ta nga kamoy mo determine kung unsa siya nga graph and then sketch. So we have R is equal to okay. So 3 minus 7 sine theta. So sketch the graph and then please send it to our group chat. Okay. So we have 3 minus 7 sine theta. This is a limason with a loop. Since B is negative and then we have a sine theta, so we have a symmetric. So the graph is symmetric to the pi over 2 axis. Pi over 2 axis and then it's downward. So we have, so the inner loop, so it's 7 minus 3, so we have a 0, negative 4. And then ang kaniyahang edge, we have 3 plus 7, so it's 0, negative 10. So A here is 3, so we have 3, 0, 0, negative 3. So the answer of Jed is correct. How about Danica? For Danica, so it's almost correct. So kani Danica kay dapat naa dyan ni siya sa pole. So naa ni siya sa 0, 0. So careful sa pag-graph ha. So ang importante nga mga points ha kaning A, ang inner loop, ang edge, ug ang kaning 0, 0. Okay, so another. So ato ni siyang i-graph sa di ay sa Desmos. We have R is 3 minus 7. 3 minus 7 sine theta. Okay, so this is the graph. Question? Sige, another practice. We have R is equal to 5 plus 5 sine theta. Okay, once you're done, please send it to our group chat. Okay, so let's check. So we have 5 plus 5 sine theta. So this is a cardioid or a heart shape. So since B is positive and this is sine theta, so we have the graph is symmetric to the pi over 2 axis and it is upward. Okay, so let's check. So we have 5, so it's 10. Okay, so for quiz, it's correct. For Oy, it's correct. Janine, correct. Abigail, correct. So, ma'am, it's correct. Okay, for Danica, it's correct. So, very good. Okay, so mo proceed na tag next topic kay para napamoy time sa inyong Valentine's. Okay, so the last topic, this is rose. Okay, so the graph of a rose curve are given by R equals A cosine and theta. And R is equal to A sine and theta, where A is not equal to 0. So if n is even, so example class, cosine 2 theta, so ang number of petals kuno times 2. So we have 4. If n is add, so if like 3, so same ra po kuno ang number of petals. So we have n petals. Okay? So kani class kay magamit lata ani og kuan pero actually pwede ta magamit ani og kana mag-set na ta og values. So ang atong goal ani kung mag set og values kay kani here. This one. Okay, so mag-example ta ha ani sa this one. Isa ni mga graph. So this R is 2 sine 2 theta. Okay. So ang iyahang like ang tumoy niya nga part sa petals class, unsaon siya pagkuha, it is based on this one. So this is based on A or B. So here A ra rin. So it's A. So if this is 2, so ang distance from here from the pole to the last part, so ang edge siya kung ano sa petal is 2. So the same ani, so kung maghimo ka ani og so mao ni akong gi kuan diri, so kani this is r equals 1. So when radius is 1, and then here when r is 2. So kani nga graph, this is r is equal to, this is 2. I think this is cosine 3 theta. Okay. So here we have 2. So from this here, from the pole to the tip of the petal, so we have 2 ang iyang distance. So if magmanual ta ani class o graph, kaya ang atong goal is atong pangitaon ang mga tip, no? Here, this one. Okay. So let's have here r is equal to 2 cosine 3 theta. Okay, so mag-set ang value sa theta and then we solve for r. So atong goal, dapat ang result sa cosine kay negative 1, positive 1. Kaya ang atong goal here is kwaon na to ang mga tip sa petals for the rows. Okay, so here when theta is equal to 0, so cosine 0 is positive 1. So 1 times 2, so RR is 2. Okay, next, so mangita tag, dapat ha, ang goal na to is positive 1, negative 1. So dapat ang result na to ani class kay like cosine pi, cosine 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, like that. Okay, so another theta, so we have pi over 3. Okay, so when theta is pi over 3, so we have a cosine pi. Cosine pi is negative 1 times 2, so we have a negative 2. Next, So we have pi. So when theta is pi or 2 pi, so 2 pi over 3, so this is cosine 2 pi. So cosine 2 pi is positive 1 times 2, so we have 2. And then when theta is pi, so we have cosine 3 pi. So mura siya 1 revolution here. So mura siya kani 1. So this one. So mura ra gihapon ni siya og pi. So cosine 3 pi is negative 1 times 2. So we have a negative 2. So if we plot, so we form, di ba, our theta ni siya. So this is 2, 0. And then this is negative 2 pi over 3. So we have 2 pi over 3. And then we have negative 2 pi. Okay? So this one, so the radius is 2. Okay? And then, so we have 2, 0. So the radius is 2. So here, so nanatay isa ka petals. And this one. Okay. Next, negative 2 pi over 3. So if we have a negative 2 pi over 3, so ato sang i-check ang 2 pi over 3. So ang 2 pi over 3, so pi over 3, this is 60, no? So naa ni siya diri nga part somewhere here. Okay? So since negative 2 atong kuan, di ba, opposite siya. So more siya diri. Okay, so we have another petal. Okay, another, we have 2 pi over 3. So, di ba, ang 2 pi over 3, naani siya sa quadrant 2. So, we have, diri na siya nadapit. Okay, and we have the third petal. So, ing-anion siya pag graph ang rows. So, ang first natong i-determine class, pila ka buok petals. Okay? So, if it is even ang n, like example, cosine 4 theta. So, meaning we have 4 times 2. So, we have 8 petals. So, if it is unadd, ang n, so equal na siya sa n. So, we have, if 3, so we have 3 petals. 5, it's 5 petals, and so on. Okay? Question? Class? Okay. So remember ha, first i-determine kung pila ka petals. Next is i-determine kung asa ni ang mga tip niya, no? So dapat 5 o example cosine 2 theta. So upat inyong i-determine. Okay? So please kog screenshot. Okay na dyan, ma'am. Like, ako na po. Ipisa na ko flowers mo. Purot lang. Sige, ako na lang mukuhan sa another ha. Mag-practice pa nung bata na, ganahan na sila mga uncles. So, R equals 3 cosine 2 theta. Okay? So, since n here is 2, so we have a 4 thetas. Okay, so since A here is 3, so we have radius 1, radius 2, and radius 3. Okay, so since n is 2, so we have 4 petals. So, atong goal ani class kay dapat maka-result tag 1, negative 1. So, dapat ang result it's pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi. Okay? So, mag-set ta of theta. So, first is 0. So, cosine 0 is 1. So, 1 times 3, it's 3. So, next, so we have pi over 2. So, 2 times pi over 2, so we have cosine pi. And then cosine pi is negative 1, so we have a negative 3. Next, when theta is pi, so it's cosine 2 pi. So, cosine 2 pi is positive 1 times 3, so we have 3. Next, we have 2 pi. So, this is 3 pi over 2, in which we're na siya 1 revolution, like this, in which this is the same with pi. So, it's negative 1 times 3, it's negative 3. And then we have 2 pi. So, cosine 4 pi. So, ang cosine 4 pi, this one. Okay, so mura siya 2 pi no? Na duha lang siya ka revolution. So, cosine 2 pi, 4 pi is positive 1 times 3, so we have 3. Okay, so we will graph. So, this is of the form 3, 0. Okay, this is r theta. And then we have negative 3 pi over 2. And then we have 3 pi, 3 pi. Then this is negative 3 pi over 2. And then we have 3, 2 pi. Okay, so first, we have when radius is 3, so we have 0. So this one. And then we have pi over 2, so this is pi over 2. And then we have a negative 3, so naa siya diri class. Okay? Kani diri nga point, this is 3 pi over 2. Na since negative man, so ang opposite. Next is ang 3 pi. So ang 3 pi, it's here. And then we have negative 3 pi over 2. So, di ba, ang first na itong i-check is ang 3 pi over 2. So, ang 3 pi over 2 is, dapat na siya din na. But since negative man ang radius, so we have this. Last, we have 3, 2 pi. So, same na siya diri. So, we form the peta.